So we've had the new MacBooks announced at the October Unleashed event and are now in our hands. However, there was no sight of the larger iMac with those new M1 Pro and M1 Max chipsets. Well, today I want to talk about a new report talking of a design revealed leak. We'll also cover the specs and the iMac M1 Pro and M1 Max release date and price and other expected features. Hi, it's Matt here. So there are new MacBooks out and new chipsets. We have also had the new M1 iMac 24-inch model, and it's been out for a while now and it's selling very well. However, we still have the 27-inch iMac, and a lot of you want to know what is going to happen to it. What will its chipset be? Will it have a bigger screen? Will it have the Marmite colour choice like the current 24-inch iMac? And also, will it be known as the iMac Pro? Well, we haven't seen a true redesign to this model since 2012 when it lost its CD-DVD drive. Yes, there has been a 5K screen bolted in over that time, but it's been nearly 9 years since the original design was updated. Now that the 21.5-inch iMac has been replaced by the 24-inch iMac, even though for a quick note you can still pick up a 21.5 Intel iMac, but that's another story for another day, the new 24-inch model is the first iMac to give us an Apple Silicon chipset inside known as the M1 chip. As the 27-inch iMac was not refreshed at the same time, and traditionally when all iMacs were Intel, the 27-inch model always packed a larger punch and power over the 21.5-inch smaller brother, we're expecting to see the same again with Apple Silicon added to this larger iMac. So if you've been on my channel before, if you are new here, for all the new iMacs videos going forwards like this one, I'm going to talk about specific features we're likely to see inside the larger iMac, and this can be included from the latest reports or leaks that have been shared with us. After this, I'm going to talk about the planned release date time, and then after, a summary of the larger iMac with the prices and also features we have learned about in previous reports and leaks. After, I'm going to reveal my wish list for the next larger iMac, and also put in the comments below of what features you'd like to see in the next iMac, and in my next video I may feature your comment and discuss my thoughts around it. So let's get started on that latest report of the details of the larger iMac. So the report is coming from Dylan K2 has reported that the new iMac will have a similar design to the current 24-inch iMac. However, it will come with black bezels and that new XDR Retina display, what's a mini LED display technology. This sounds more promising that the larger iMac will be more like the new MacBook Pros in that we will get those reported black bezels, and most likely the iMacs will come in colours like space grey and silver and maybe a couple of others. But it's unlikely that it will get the colours that are the same as the 24-inch iMac. But the chin sounds like it's going to stay on the new iMac, as it's likely that if Apple does supply the Pro Motion display what is thicker, then if Apple was to put the M1 Pro or M1 Max chip behind the screen with its thermal fans, then overall the iMac would be as thick as say a closed new 14 or 16-inch MacBook Pro, and Apple will probably want to keep the thickness in line with the current 24-inch iMac instead, so these parts of the iMac will probably live in the chin. Just a quick note here though, so like a few of my other videos, with any leaks even up to the new iMac's release date that I find out and showed to you guys, a lot of previous leaks for other Apple products have come true, but there have been some that sometimes get misinterpreted based on the facts that leakers have been told. I can only present to you what I have been told and shown. No leak or rumour is 100% true until we see the final new larger iMac being shown officially from Apple. However, if you are like me and you are watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what the next generation iMac is going to be like and want to know all the latest leaks and rumours no matter what they tell us. With that out of the way, let's talk about the channel giveaway, then talk about the release date, and then finally do a summary of everything we know so far and also the prices. So then guys, just quickly, this channel got over 260,000 subscribers, and I announced who the winner was for this brand new iPad Pro M1, and do check out my video on my channel of who this iPad Pro is going to. But the great news is guys, I am doing another giveaway, and it is for this. It is for a brand new iPhone 13 Pro Max 128GB model in the Sierra Blue. and I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber when we get over 300,000 subscribers. And just like the last giveaway, what I want you guys to do is put down in the comments below of what Apple gear you're planning to buy in 2021 or maybe into 2022. Also at the same time, make sure you subscribe to this button, hit that notification bell, because when we get over 300,000 subscribers, I will be notifying you guys of who the winner is of this brand new iPhone. And just quickly on that, I do want to quickly comment that if you do get a comment to say that you've won or something like this before we hit the 300,000 marker, it is probably not me. It is most likely a scammer. And the best way you can tell if this is a scammer or not is basically open up that person's account by clicking on their profile, and you'll be able to see how many subscribers they got. And if they've got less than 260,000 subscribers, like at the time I'm making this video here, then basically you will know they are not me. Plus, also at the same time as well, they will probably have hardly any videos uploaded, and also their account will probably be very, very new. So do ignore these emails or these messages from these people, or what you can do is at the same time, you can actually report them to YouTube. But enough of that, like I said, over 300,000 subscribers is the only time I'm going to be announcing who the winner is of this iPhone 13 Pro Max, and that's the only prize I'm going to be doing between now and then. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. Also at the same time guys, if you're liking this video so far, please do press the like button. Well, let's get back to the main video. So, release date. We've already spoken about a report from Ross Young on this channel who is saying that the next generation larger iMac will be coming out in early 2022. But when in 2022, you may ask? Well, again, applying the same rules with the M1 chipset, where we got the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro and the Mac Mini in November 2020, and then we got a new iMac 24-inch announced in April time this year in 2021, it is most likely the same case will happen for the new iMac. On the facts that we got the brand new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros in late 2021 with the M1 Pro and M1 Max chipset inside, then it's expected that the larger iMac will be announced at the March or April event in 2022 if we follow the trend of the last 12 months. So based on this, a release date would be very near after this event date. So we could be seeing kind of the end of March time as a release, or if there is still a chip shortage and it's not going to improve anytime soon, then the event might be delayed into April time, and then we might not be able to get our hands actually on this new iMac until May 2022. However, the moment we hear of any more updates to the release date, I will be updating these videos with everything we know. But moving on, let's do a summary of what the iMac M1 Pro and M1 Max is expecting to give us and the prices. So with all the latest news we've heard about the iMac M1 Pro and M1 Max, we've been told that it's most likely we're going to be sticking with a 27-inch XDR Retina display this year, and that resolution will come in at a very similar amount to what it has been before at 5120 by 2800, and this is a 5K monitor. However, we've been told that there is a possibility that we might get a 5.5K or even the slight possibility of a 6K inside the screen. The screen will also be a ProMotion XDR Retina display, so this will be very similar to the new MacBook Pros and also the larger display iPad Pro. It is most likely that this display will also be a ProMotion display, so basically this means it will have that adaptive refresh rate, and also that we will have a 120Hz at that maximum refresh rate. The display, in simple terms, will be a mini LED screen. For storage options, we believe we will get the option from 512GB all the way up to 8TB of an SSD storage option, and that SSD will be very similar to the speedy one what's been put in those brand new MacBook Pros. For chipsets, we're most likely going to be getting an M1 Pro and M1 Max, and inside that we will get that standard 2 efficiency cores and 8 performance cores inside, and then also we will get those powerful GPUs as well, so there'll be a choice between a 16 core, probably a 24 core, all the way up to a 32 core GPU, depending depending on the chipset you pick of an M1 Pro or an M1 Max. Again, for RAM amounts there'll be a choice between 16GB all the way up to 64GB. The actual body will be made out of an aluminium unibody frame body, and then we'll be getting that very similar 1080p FaceTime camera which actually exists on the current older iMac, the larger 27-inch model, and also has been put inside the brand new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro. The starting price, so this is basically the baseline storage and also 16GB of RAM with an M1 Pro, is most likely to start at about around $1,999, so just short of $2,000. So with that summary out of the way, my wishes for the iMac Pro is to do with the price. Now at the moment we could just be getting the iMac 32-inch model, or we could be getting instead an iMac Pro. Now I love the idea of calling this iMac as the iMac Pro, and I really do hope Apple do that instead of just calling it the 32-inch iMac. However, one thing that makes me nervous is the price if they do call it a Pro option. The 27-inch current Intel iMac starts at $1,799, and I think this is a reasonable price to start at. However, I'm afraid if we get a Pro name again, that this iMac could start at $4,999 like the last iMac Pro that we had back in 2017. To me, as the new iMac 24-inch starts at $1,299 and then a jump up to $4,999, it's a massive jump, and Apple would be foolish to make a mistake like this. But those are my thoughts and my current wish for the new iMac. However, let me know your thoughts, and if you agree with this or not, write it in the comments below, and also let me know what your wishes would be for the new iMac 32-inch model. Well guys, it's time to wrap up this video, so if you have enjoyed watching it, please make sure to like the video, and at the same time if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you soon.